Hey, I hope you're doing good. I just wanted to show you a quick fudge. Now, if you're a peanut butter lover, you're gonna love this. Now, it's really sweet, so in my mind, you can't eat a whole lot of it, but it's just 3 ingredients. And so I'm really disappointed though, because for years I used the real white chocolate chips, and for it to be the genuine white chocolate chips, it has to be made with cocoa butter. And Kroger was the only place that I could find it. Their private selection or whatever made them, and they quit making those. So I've had to go to the white. Everybody thinks these white vanilla, these baking chips are white chocolate, but they're not truly white chocolate. But that's what I've had to use, and that's okay. It's good. It is still good. But you use the 11-ounce bag. I had the big bag, so I actually weighed it out, but it's just the 11-ounce bag of the white chocolate chips. Some of them will say white baking chips, white chocolate chips, and stuff like that. And so you take that, and then you're gonna take 3/4 cup of peanut butter, okay? And y'all know me, I've made this enough, I can tell y'all. I know what 3/4 of a cup looks like. So we're gonna put 3/4, you measure it out though, so that you know that you've got plenty of peanut butter, okay? And then we're gonna take a can of the sweetened condensed milk, okay? And we're just gonna pour all this. Now, I don't guess it has to be done in this order. This is kind of my mindset though. I'm gonna put that over this and it'll be more evenly done. I don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna get all of this goodness of this sweetened condensed milk. Like I said, it is very rich. You can imagine with those chips, those baking chips, and then this Eagle brand milk, not Eagle brand, it's sweetened condensed milk, it's not that brand. But anyway, I'm gonna pop this in a microwave for 65 seconds, and then I'm gonna stir it, and then I'll let you know how much longer. You cannot overcook it. It will get thick and really kind of grainy if you overcook it, so you have to be careful. Now keep in mind, I do mine in parchment paper. You could just lightly spray a pan and it'll come out, but with the parchment paper you lift it right up out of there and then you can cut it. But you could do it in a tin like this where it's thicker pieces, but it is rich. But if you want it to go further, I'm just doing this little flat bowl like this, dish or whatever, and I've got my wax paper, parchment paper there. And so I'm gonna go to the microwave and I'm gonna do that, and then we'll come back and I'll let you see it. Okay, I did it for 70 seconds. Let's see if that's gonna be enough. You need kind of a stiff utensil or whatever. I like this type spatula. It just does really good. But you just stir and stir and stir till you get it all creamy and you get those chips melted. I will mash down on them and all of that too. I have to tell on myself. I bet y'all don't do this though, but while I was waiting for that to do, I had to get the rest of that sweet condensed milk out of there, and I had to lick that peanut butter spoon. Do y'all do that? I love that. Okay. I think this is gonna get it. We're gonna have to do a little work. Like I said, you don't wanna overcook it. You're better off if you can mash them on out to get them creamy than putting it back in the microwave. So I did it 70 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 10 seconds. And I've just about got it all worked out. And every once in a while I'll cut it and there'll be a little bit of white streak in there where I didn't quite get one creamed out, but that's okay too. It eats just as good. Now what I'm gonna do once I put it in here in the pan, I'll put it in the refrigerator. I normally will make mine the night before and I just let it sit all night, but it just takes several hours for it to firm back up. And then we will cut it. But it is so good and it is so easy. Okay, if one comes out and it didn't get creamed, we're not gonna be concerned about that, but I want you to see how creamy it is. Look how creamy it is. But it's gonna harden and we're gonna have nice, it's gonna cut out in beautiful little squares. All right, so I've got my dish with my parchment paper. I'm gonna back it back up here a little bit to where you can really see it, but I'll show it to you once I get it in there. And you just put it over in there and you'll just kind of move it around in the corners. You know, your corners aren't gonna come out perfect. Anytime you try to use parchment paper like that, it doesn't come out perfect, but that's okay. You can trim it off if you're concerned about it looking really pretty because you're doing it for a party or a shower or a gift. This makes a great gift if you wanted to make this with maybe some chocolate at Christmas time or something like that, just to do little containers of it. And so I'm gonna mash it out. And I'm sorry it's nosy, listen to me, that it's noisy. We're just gonna get it creamed out. Smoothed out, I guess is the word I'm looking for here. Like I said, those corners are not gonna be that pretty, but we're not gonna stress over that because it's gonna be such a good little sweet, okay? See how it looks, okay? And now I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, and I will let you know how long I leave it for it to firm up. Again, I normally will make mine the night before, and that's the easiest thing to deal with. You can just pull it out the next day or whatever. And don't cover it, leave it just like this, okay? We'll be back. Hey, I wanted y'all to see the peanut butter fudge. Now, it's been in the refrigerator 4 hours and it's firmed up beautifully. So I want you to see how I just lift it up out of there with that parchment paper. So easy to deal with. Now, let me show you. Make sure you can see. This is what I use to cut it with, and it cuts it really clean. Now, you'll see what I'm talking about, the ends. They're not that pretty, but it's okay, it's still the same. It's really good. And so this is how I cut it, everybody's got their own way, but I'll cut off that uneven kind of part right there. And I can tell y'all, this is some of Milo's favorite. He loves this. So you know how dogs love peanut butter. But I'm just gonna cut a few rows and let y'all see how pretty it cuts out. Okay, and like I said, it's really rich. So I don't know that you want to cut it into very large pieces. And you could, like I said, I showed you that other pan. You could do it in a deeper pan and have thicker pieces of fudge. But see, I'm gonna hold it there on that so you can see how pretty that is. It's so good and it's so easy, y'all. You can think about this. I'll take a bite of it to make sure it tastes just like it's supposed to. You really taste the peanut butter, but you taste the sweetened condensed milk too. So I'm sorry I'm having to get that swallowed, but it is so good. I hope you'll try it. I know we're a ways from the holidays, and I'll probably reshare it again to remind y'all when you start to looking for things that you can fill little tins with to give for gifts or take to parties or whatever. I hope that you'll keep faith in your heart, peace in your home, and good food on your table. I love you, and God bless.